Alright, hello everyone. This is Sloth with Sins Gaming,
And Greed too.
and now for the exciting continuation of Sins in Space. Also a trip to Duna.
Yeah, that too will probably happen. So should we enlighten our viewers on the fiasco?
Uh, which one?
Well, the Interdrive fiasco. We'll start there.
Yeah, you're looking at it, so go ahead. I'm prepping my launch.
Well, I don't exactly know as much about it as you do. So here goes. Basically, at some point last night, the Interdrive, which last we checked was docked with both of our ships, uh, got collided into by some space debris, we assume, and it is now broken in half, leaving just the Jumbo 64 attached to our ships. So, which is, it kind of worked to our advantage because we're able to refuel our landers. But the plan now is that Sloth here is going to launch another interdrive and redock this.
Which you can see me doing now. And I actually just turned down the game volume to ensure that, uh, that Greed can still be heard. And Interdrive 2 is currently lifting off. So between the last video and this one, the version, what is it, 0.24 was released, and Greed isn't too happy with the update.
Uh,
Go ahead and give your critique. That'll fill some time.
oh, jeez. Well, I guess a couple of the problems I have now are that I'm afraid that this new contract system is going to make all the fun we have in space a chore. Like, for example, this trip to Duna, we're not doing it for anyone else. We're doing it because it's a giant red rock orbiting the sun, and we said, you know what? Let's go there. And here we are. But I'm afraid that in the new version, it's going to be like, well, now we got to go there and test out this guy's new parachute system. That way he can pay us so we can go ahead and do the next thing. It's a lot like going to work. And, I played this game to get away from it.
Well, technically, the more you talk about it, the more I think that we should leave the server as is.
Well, I don't know about that because the thing is, one, it might just need to grow on me, and also the extra challenge.
I get that, but we're kind of developing our own challenge as it stands right now.
So, how about this? Let's do it so that we just do it in science mode. That way, we don't have to worry about all these funds and reputation. Well, we might have to worry about reputation.
No, I don't think we have to worry about any sort of reputation, because
But we,
reputation is all about contracts, and the science mode removes the necessity for contracts.
but we'll do it just so that once we've traveled everywhere and have the practical experience of doing it the easy way, then we'll transfer to the big leagues.
Right, and
Try it hard.
we can always do the the career mode on our own.
Um,
But I don't know how soon we're going to be able to upgrade the server. So it's going to have to stay that way for a while, I think.
well, which is good because it wasn't supposed to update for a while anyway.
Right. So I am just making it into my suborbital track right now. I launched at exactly the right time.
Perfect. That's a good sign.
Yeah, nothing else can go that well.
Good way of looking at it. Do you need any monoprop in your ship?
Not that I'm aware of.
Good, because I'm gonna need it all. I use quite a bit.
I'm working on lowering my altitude by a little bit with using just monoprop so that I can gain on the Tangrisnir. It's gonna take a couple of orbits.
Good, because I'm still refueling.
Right. Well, I'll wait until you're out of it before I warp.
Your monoprop on the Brandenburg should be completely full.
Okay. Well, there's gonna be plenty of monoprop on the interdrive that's docking. Yeah. There's no real need for it except for minor adjustments. And I'll be turning off all of the monoprop feeds from the landers. Well, I can double check them because what I'm thinking about doing is have you not undock the old interdrive?
Should have thought about that.
What's that?
Should have thought about that before I already undocked.
Did you?
No, I didn't. But you should have thought of it.
Okay, don't undock it. Leave it as is. I'll close with the Tangrisnir. Then I'll swap between them. Undock that interdrive. Dock the current interdrive with it. Siphon the rest of the fuel into the partially empty tank.
Ah,
So that we have every drop that we can get.
yes. Probably gonna need it.
Well, yeah. If nothing else, for the trip home.
Exiting the space center.
Alrighty. And I'm warping.
There's kind of something else. I'm thinking about launching an Enterpriser up there, just because it, I think, has close to double the amount of fuel that your interdrive has. How many liters does your interdrive hold?
Depends on if I have that second stage still on it, which on this one I do. It holds 5760.
My my Enterpriser holds 5400, but I don't need it. I don't need to put it in separate stages. It always gets into orbit completely full at 5400.
Right. And I don't know how much I'm going to have left. I'm hoping it's an awful lot. Well, don't worry, because we'll definitely have clutter still on this server. Because we'll have Evan.
Ah, good. Can't wait to see oh, by the way, Evan is Wrath.
Yeah, I keep calling him.
Hey, it's Josh.
Yep.
I mean, Gluttony.
But
Yeah,
it says Josh on for his name, so there's no way to get around that.
You know, I think you might be the only one left unidentified.
No, if they look at any of the other videos, I identify myself on multiple occasions. So there's no worries there. Someone has to have identified me by now. Oh, he figured out how to rejoin the server. Oh, it probably didn't auto-update. I don't think he has his to auto-update.
Well, I don't want his terrorist ass on here while we're on this.
Don't worry, we're almost set to go. It'll just take a moment, and then we'll be set.
Look, he's joining and leaving constantly.
That's because he's had. Oh no, it did auto-update. He's having trouble. He doesn't know.
Keeps booting him. Yeah, put him on TeamSpeak and we'll let him know real quick.
I'm in a position where I'm docking ever so slowly at 4 kilometers away, so.
Buddy was moved to your channel.
Hello?
Hello.
You having trouble?
I am.
Say hi to the folks on the internet.
Hey, that's gluttony, by the way, everyone.
Go away, internet. You guys bother me sometimes.
The current issue is the server version and the new version, the 0.24, is not compatible. So if you want to be on the server, you have to go into you have to go into properties, betas, previous stable release, or you have to play single player. Which we're currently discussing an option to leave the server as is, and leave career for when we get bored of the server as it stands.
See.
So that's the current thought, because the career mode that from 0.23.5 is still in 0.24. It's just science mode. So it gets rid of the contracts.
Sorry for that. I swallowed a peach wrong.
Good job. But anyway, we're currently doing our Duna mission, so I'm going to move you back out of the channel, but I thought I'd fill you in on that.
Okay, fine.
Duna!
Buddy was moved out of your channel.
Perfect.
Alright, so now that he's aware, it'll take him too long to get in here to screw up our mission. Mwahaha.
No stopping us now. Oh, that was the problem.
What's that?
I get into an uncontrollable rotation.
What, for the Interdriver? Or the Enterpriser? Nope, you still have monoprop left on the Interdrive.
Oh,
Tons, in fact.
what was it?
The things that look like
Two bots? Yeah, I found one of them. I thought there was only one.
Nope, there's 2. Well, I need it to be able to transfer to the other Interdrive.
Oh, well, convenient then.
Wait. There we go. We're all good. I've never flown an Interdrive snapped in half before.
Well, how was it? How did it handle?
It's handling just fine. It's actually handling better than it would if it was intact. Okay, now it's just a matter of lining it up with the other Interdrive to transfer the fuel and then getting over here.
Wow. God, I was so done. I built this whole thing, this colossal, towering thing that's taller than the VAB, with one single SAS. I thought it was gonna stay stable. I was a young lad back then, though. So.
Yeah, the things you learn when focusing on space flight.
Well, I was only designing it as a joke anyway. So, but now, I'm gonna need it to get to, Eve. I bet,
Yeah.
once we're done with Duna.
Or a design similar to it.
Oh, it's got to be this.
Well, now that we are doing a collaborative mission, the next stage is to do a competitive mission.
Oh. Hey, that was never part of the deal, so it's not too crazy.
Well, this is my attempt to bring you up to speed on how to do.
You've already got your systems in place, though.
Yes,
in fact,
but you
we're
see
getting
how
them to
fragile.
get there.
You see how fragile they are.
Yeah, and these are your like. Okay, everyone listening to this, let's establish some character differences between Sloth and I. Sloth is German, precision engineering function, and efficiency. I am Irish, which means wacky, crazy designs, and if it doesn't work, fuck it, strap 8,000 boosters to it. See if it works. Yeah, that's what I'm up against.
Your puny little rockets will never stand up.
You don't stand a chance, comrade. It's just good.
What am I, from East Berlin?
Yeah.
I was never one for the Eastern Bloc.
Yeah. Not a big fan of those.
Regardless, I still don't have patience. Not the amount of patience I should have. Comes from being American along with it. You guys will see me make stupid mistakes, all because of my impatience. So
Me
you've
too.
already seen me do it several times. My incessant use of warp to ensure that I get there quicker, rather than quote unquote waste time, which I end up wasting more time.
There's that German efficiency. Just in case you didn't catch it on Facebook, that hilarious joke. It was a news article from The Onion entitled, Germans devastated after winning World Cup 6.38 seconds behind schedule.
If it wasn't true, if only it wasn't true. What's gonna be nuts is going there. I'm going there in a little over a month,
Yeah.
and them coming off a World Cup victory means that there's going to be a lot of pride
Yeah,
everywhere.
which will be weird for Germany.
Yes.
They're not a very prideful nation.
On purpose. They kind of screwed that up a few times.
German pride is dangerous.
Well, that's what everyone believes. Even the Germans believe it now.
I mean, in fairness, American pride is probably a lot more dangerous. 'Cause, I don't want to sound anti-American, but it breeds stupidity. You're hard pressed to find someone who's proud of America, who also doesn't, follow that sentence up with "Hell yeah, guns and babies."
Guns and babies?
And babies, yeah, I took it the extra mile.
I guess you
Give the
did.
guns to the babies to defend themselves from abortions. I don't know. I just.
Well, not that I wouldn't believe that right-wing Americans would believe such a thing, especially in the Deep South, and I hope there's no one in the Deep South. Well, wait a second, what am I talking about? We're playing a space game.
Yeah. And it's on the internet, okay? They can't access this.
You're just digging us deeper graves, you
Yeah,
realize
yeah.
that.
Wait a minute. Oh my god. I hear banjos. Oh no!
Alright, SAS, RCS off, and docked. Gorgeous. Better do this before the Tangrisnir disappears.
Yeah. Or starts hopping all over the place like it's a fucking Higgs boson or something. I don't know. Fucking physics.
There he goes,
Bam.
using big words.
Am I allowed, what, fucking? That's not. Am I allowed to say that? I don't know.
Depends on what we want the audience to be like. There's certain people, like, Insane Rockets Division. Have you seen him yet?
No.
When you get the chance, look up Insane Rockets Division. The guy has, like, 4 or 5 seasons of Kerbal Space Program where he makes things fly that shouldn't.
It sounds like me. Or, I mean, a man after my own heart.
One of them is he makes a gigantic delta wing. I got the idea for the interdrive from him.
Oh.
He put an interdrive type system up into orbit, docked a gigantic space plane with it that was just a huge delta,
Like
And-
like B2?
bigger,
Ah.
and put it together in orbit, flew it to Eve, and then tried to fly this gigantic delta on Eve.
Did it work?
It ended up acting as a gigantic parachute.
Oh, because the atmosphere, I'm guessing, is really thick.
Outrageously thick.
Our parachutes would be quite effective. We just need one of the smallest. Slow us down. Oh, which, by the way, you probably already know this, but I would recommend that you edit out everything at all that makes it look like we don't know what we're doing. Like, if something went wrong with the ship because of an error by us, edit it out because I want people thinking that we know what we're talking about. It's going to take away from our mission. If people watch it and go, well, these guys are bumbling all over the place. They're lucky they made it there.
You sure you wouldn't prefer them to know the real story?
Well, the thing I'm worried, like, I mean, that would be if we had any viewers.
True.
So, like, we're trying to attract people. If we already had people to retain, it'd be a different story. We're trying to attract people, and the only way to do that is because if I'm just going to sit down and watch a video on how to get to Duna, I wouldn't want to watch, the Three Stooges do it. I'd want to watch some guy going, all right, this is exactly how you do it. You do it exactly this way, and this is exactly how it works.
Well, yeah, but there's a difference between my tutorial videos and our first-time mission. This is a first-time mission video. This is a Let's Play, yeah.
Okay, well, in that case, yeah, we should. Let's not make it look like we know what we're doing just in a Let's Play, because Let's Plays are really just about a guy can sit back and laugh and go, ha ha, I've made that mistake before.
Yeah, exactly. Like our constant fuel and our drive ripping itself to shreds overnight and things like that. I want to be able to say, yes, we're playing this game for real. We're not just scripting this thing and it's doing it on its own. Kidding me. Docked.
Oh, it is.
Tangrisnir is ready.
Damn it. Alright, stand by. I want to do a final test.
Okay, I just confirmed all the levels. I shut off the monoprop in our individual landers.
Oh, damn it. Okay. I mean, no, that's good. I forgot that I shut off all my engines. So I'm going to go ahead and spectate.
Yeah.
I guess I'll spectate the bad guy.
Actually, I need to sync to you.
The Tangrisnir.
Yep, I renamed it the Tangrisnir to ensure.
It's not going to rename both of our ships, is it?
No. Okay, now I need to set the maneuver. I need to figure out what's going to happen. Okay, Duna. God, there's even orbital crap going on. The DM5, that's got to be Evans. Set as target. Okay, let's see what we got going on.
Oh, shit, did you sync to me?
Yes, I synced to you.
Because I jumped into the Tangrisnir and I thought, if I'm in the future, I might be able to take control of it. Then both of us will be taking control of it and we get booted for occupying the same space. Alright, I'm going to hit up the jar now.
Okay.
Who's a snooky lookers? Oh shit, I forgot we're recording.
I was going to say, I'm going to leave that in now that you did that. Okay, 6 minutes to our next maneuver. Alright, so here's the current plan. You should actually be able to see the maneuvers in the orbital map.
Check. Yes. Yeah, all of it. Okay. Oh, you got a Duna encounter already. That was easy.
Yep. This
How'd
is,
you manage that?
well, you set up the exit with a maneuver, and then this is the next maneuver, and then we actually have to do one full revolution of the sun before again doing a burn. So this maneuver isn't until another year and 55 days, and then we don't make contact with Duna for 2 years, 55 days.
Past the year, like 2 years total, or is it gonna be 3 years total?
It's gonna be we're gonna make contact with Duna in 2 years, 55 days.
I'm assuming all these maneuvers. I'm trusting you.
Well, this maneuver is going to be 926 meters per second to exit Kerbin space,
Which,
which will probably be every drop in the first tank. If something goes wrong with making contact with Duna, and we run out of fuel in that jumbo. What?
Okay. Oh, okay.
I thought.
Something glitched out. I jumped back into the close-up view, and where my Kerbal is sitting, mine or yours, must be mine anyway. Wherever my Kerbal is sitting, it said KIA across his name.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh god.
Okay, so if we run out of fuel in the Jumbo 64, then it's every man for himself.
We're gonna have to siphon fuel from our ships.
Nope. To cut down on the fuel expenditure for slowing down the group, instead, we're going to slow ourselves down. We're going to jettison the interdrive system. We're going to undock our ships, and we're going to slow ourselves down individually.
And at what point will we be in this? You mean to get in orbit around Duna?
To get an orbit around Duna.
Okay. That I can manage.
If worst case scenario, because then we should be able to, if necessary, we should be able to redock or individually dock with the interdrive that's in orbit of Duna to get the fuel necessary to make it down to Duna and back up.
But will that leave us enough fuel to make it back?
No.
To Kerbin?
We would have to send a rescue party to go back to Kerbin. But the mission would still be alive at that point.
Well, I don't like the sound of that because I have 5 fuel guzzling engines. So.
Well, the rescue party is going to be another interdrive, or something that can take the Opfer drive or something, or it's going to be a larger version of the interdrive, because that way we know how much fuel is going to be necessary to bring us back. This is partially a test, so I'm warping to get to our.
If that happens, we can each send an interdrive, because I can send my Enterpriser, which, like I said, may look kind of stupid, but it is essentially a giant fuel tank. It has as much fuel as your Enterprise, or as your interdrive does.
It's just a gigantic interplanetary drive. Just like
Well, it's not gigantic.
Well, it's gigantic as compared to what our early vessels were.
Well, I mean, it's way smaller than your interdrive, because all it is 6 tri-couple T400s on each side.
Huh. Well, we're definitely not going to run out of power. That's for certain.
Yeah, we covered the solar panel. I literally put a solar panel facing every single conceivable direction.
We've got battery power for days.
Oh yeah.
Years
and
even.
Also, I have the batteries that give me a 400 charge.
Yeah, so you're providing the power for this mission. Okay, warp again.
I also have deployable solar panels.
Well.
Oh wait, no, I took this.
Yeah, I've been leery about using those.
Well, they work fantastically. You can't use them while moving.
Right, you gotta have the standard.
They are entirely for stationary reasons, like if you're drifting, if you're orbiting, or if you're landing. If you are activating your thrusters at all, those solar panels better be in, or they will break off.
I've actually never had any trouble with them breaking off while in space.
Well, while moving, mine have broken off 100% of the time.
Okay. Firing
Once
up.
on my rover.
Throttled up.
Oh.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Throttling down, throttling down. Engine off.
Trying to sync with you, but it's laggy.
It bent. Just like I thought it would.
Turning off.
The length of the ship is messing with us. And it's your ship with a single dock that's really messing with us.
We could have done a tri-dock.
Yeah, I could have put a tri-dock system on the back. Would have been difficult, though.
I don't have quad cars.
Well, we're going to have to do this gently.
If we don't have enough fuel for it, let's put on the brakes now and refuel.
Well, we have enough fuel. That's not a problem.
If we're having a fuel situation, do it while we're at curbing. I really am terrified of the idea of having to slow myself down. Fuel. I mean, I'll be able to slow down quickly, but will I have enough to get myself to an intersecting path with the inner drive 2? That's the question. The answer to that question is most likely hell yeah. I don't see what's going on. Are we waiting for a maneuver? Or?
I'm off the maneuver right now. I'm trying to get us realigned because of how this thing handles. It's just not pretty.
Am I wagging like a tail on the end?
No, you were. I got you under control.
No,
Now
I mean, like, that's the problem. We accelerate, I whip around. Yeah, we should have done that tri-combo.
Yeah, well, I don't think it would have made too much difference. Okay. I'm almost back on point. We're good. It's got to be slow accelerations. No choice. The faster we what's that?
Whatever gets us there.
Yep.
Let's speculate. If you don't have any background knowledge on this already, don't tell me. But how much science do you think we'll get from this successful trip?
Hundreds. At the very minimum, we're talking hundreds.
Well, how much hundreds? Because I figured it'd be 200 minimum.
3 to 5.
Yeah, I was thinking at 5 because minimus was 200. This is a significant step above minimus. In fact, like I had said, we were meant to go to Eve first. We're skipping Eve altogether. Well, we'll be back for Eve. The game just asked us, what mode would you like to play in? Veteran or beginner? And we said, fuck it, veteran. Hell yeah.
Yep, pretty much. Whoa.
No, according to my
What is
screen,
going on?
you're losing speed.
Yeah, I'm really confused. Oh, just ran out of fuel in that engine. All right. I'm not liking this.
You're not liking it. Like, we haven't even set a course yet, and we've already out of fuel in the main engine. To me, like, the mission's already failed. But, like I said, I'm trusting you for fuel estimating skills.
Oh, son of a...
What?
I just learned why we have a problem.
What's that?
The wrong... I'm pointed in the wrong direction.
Well, you were firing, like, retrograde?
I was firing retrograde thinking I was firing prograde because I was controlling from the wrong point.
Oh, you were controlling from the Brandenburg instead of the Intertrack, right?
Yep.
All right, well, while we're here,
we're plummeting towards the surface. If I
Yeah,
don't
okay.
if I don't correct us now, the mission is scrubbed and we just lost everything.
Okay. Go ahead and correct it,
I've
and
got to find us
we'll
some
send an
fuel
offer
first.
or two.
Send it off for what?
Send an offer or two to refuel.
Okay. Oh,
Oh, damn it! You know, I was going to say send me the plans for the offer,
but you don't
but
have the arm.
I don't have the arm. I was going to get the arm. But,
Where is your monoprop? I'm not seeing any monoprop on either one of our ships.
I don't see my
Wait,
RCS
wait.
thing.
I found the monoprop. There we go.
My RCS containers colossal. Can't miss it.
How long until we hit the atmosphere? 2 minutes. We might have just made this unrecoverable.
We?
Or should I say, I might have fucked
Yeah.
this up to the point in which it's unrecoverable.
That's fine. We can always relaunch. That's the beauty of playing in this mode. We don't have to worry about funds or reputation.
I should have confirmed what direction I was pointed in prior to powering up.
They may not be able to get us in orbit from here. Like I say, see if you can get us on a course out of orbit.
I don't think there's enough fuel on board. Well,
Every man for himself. Actually, that's a good idea. We should jettison and send another interdrive out before it's too late.
yeah, I'll put us into an orbital pattern with the fuel on this inner drive. Then I'll send up another. There we go. Well, we've got an orbit established. Again. God. One step forward, 2 steps back. Let that be a lesson to you kids. Complexity isn't always a good thing. This mission has to be the most complex thing I've done yet. I like the new resource panel too.
Version.
What's that?
A new version.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's much cleaner looking. Alright, just closing with the target now.
Well, something kind of went hilariously wrong with my enterpriser.
I don't think we're gonna need it.
Oh well, it's halfway up. But I jettisoned, I put a bunch of, Separatrons on to get rid of my big tanks. It worked like a charm, but the Separatrons then separated from the fuel tank that I wanted to jettison. And they shot so far ahead of me that I actually ran into them again, and it fucked up my trajectory.
Oh jeez. Okay, well, don't go for dock. Just hold it in reserve in case we need it. Slow but sure wins the race.
So they say.
Well, seeing as how NASA closes at less than a meter a second when they're docking, I feel like I'm doing this right.
Well, I also feel like my life was literally dangling from a thread. You know, and this is just a game. Worst case scenario, I hit reverse. But if I was billions of miles above the surface, first of all, I'd probably be on Pluto.
Yeah, pretty good call there.
Second of all, man, I'd be rather careful. Okay, that ought to fix everything. I had a couple mainsails on the bottom of the Enterprise. I changed it to the LFR, you know, the fucking, you know the one I mean, the big one.
Oh yeah, I know the one. I told you guys we might have found the house, right?
Haven't told me yet.
Um, it has a pond in the backyard right now.
Ooh. What do you mean right now? What are you gonna take it out?
We're gonna get rid of it.
Oh,
It's a koi pond. It's
so
it's not worth our time. Not
what do you
the
have against koi?
well, it's not necessarily a koi pond, but
Meth pond, isn't it? Be honest.
yeah,
Exactly what it is.
it's a mosquito infested waters right now,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is not something I want.
Where's it at?
It's in East Ames,
Oh,
but it's highly expensive.
so expensive. Too expensive?
Well, not too expensive, just expensive, the normal expensive.
Well, I mean, it is a
Affordable.
house.
I could do it.
When you say expensive, be surprised. Oh, I found a house. It's very cheap. $10. That's yours.
Well, when houses are concerned, this is your um, well, name expensive for you. When you think of houses as expensive, what do you think?
Well, it depends on the area. Like, for example, in my hometown of Sheraton, an expensive house was 100,000.
Okay,
But in Ames,
more.
an expensive house would probably be about 200,000.
Yeah, we'll go with that. That's close enough.
But you know, I don't know.
I'm not about
I've
to.
never priced house.
I'm not about to
Priced.
share over the internet what my house is potentially worth.
Well, what they know now is that it's about 200,000.
Oh,
Probably
that's your
200,000
monoprop. Okay.
Yeah, it's right underneath my module.
I need to move the double docked landers away uh, because the interdrive is out of monoprop, and I forgot to check that before I undocked, I should say. This is kind of like juggling in a way.
Yeah, I guess it is. Space juggling. It is. It's staggeringly like juggling now that I think about it. You know, one over here, dock these two, undock, dock these ones, let this one fall.
Because currently I'm moving one very slowly out of the way on its own as I bring another one into dock.
It's literally like juggling with $1 billion equipment.
Yeah. Just as nerve-wracking as that sounds.
Yeah,
Well,
not that
not in the game. I'm sure it's as nerve-wracking as it sounds in real life, though.
Yeah.
There we go. There's the sun side. Now I've got light to be able to do this docking. Okay. Most important part is getting this docking right. Because if I don't, the thing will bend in half.
Well, I don't mean to be like a heavy downer, but don't fucking do that.
Yeah, I know. You don't have to remind me. And then I have to remember to pilot it from the correct location.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, I'll put ourselves retrograde when I don't want to. Bitchy design. There we go. And docked. We're good. For Christ's sake. Alright, now time to redo all the maneuvers. Why? Because I can. Control from here. Yes. Good. I confirm that it's pointing down towards Kerbin. I have the control point. This
Hold up your-
time for
hold up your
fucking
hands.
sure.
Hold up your hands in the shape of an L. The one that looks like an L is your left hand.
Got that. Thanks, Mom. "4 years." Oh shit.
Wow.
Okay. Well, I mean,
By
Mars
the way,
missions, Mars missions do take a while. Okay, I am still pointed
about
down at
4
the
years
ground.
for me. When I launched my satellite, I did that in 200 days.
Yes, but we're launching a lot more material.
A lot more significantly. Oh god, it's crazy how much more.
I'm just trying to get us positioned for the prograde maneuver in 26 minutes.
It's starting. Hopefully successfully this time. Because it is funny, like, didn't we get on at 7?
Yeah, something like that.
Gonna have to do a lot of editing in this one.
Yeah, there's plenty of places to speed up. I'm gonna have to figure out some music for when I'm speeding up stuff.
Play the theme song from the Benny Hill show. So,
No, that's actually Nyan Cat.
no, well, I didn't know if you were trying good enough. You know the Benny Hill song, right?
Yeah, I do. I just can't think of how it goes, but my mind automatically went to
It's
Nyan Cat.
I hate to have to do this. It always sucks when you try to whistle or hum a song for someone. But it goes like this.
Yep, I remember.
How's that?
Yep, I remember. I think Nyan Cat would be. I think Nyan Cat would be more annoying. But we want people to watch, so. Okay, 3 minutes, 926 meters a second is what we need to change this to. Change this by, I should say. I got to assume it's going to be a minute of burn at the rate I've got to fire this up at. So, firing it up now. So far, so good.
I mean, like, what's the burn time?
1 minute 40 seconds. I'm trying to slowly throttle it up, and then I'll adjust from there. Minute 33. We've passed the node by 26 seconds now. Still 43 seconds of burn to go, and I am emptying now. Jettisoning. And go for throttle up on second engine.
God, it hurts.
.30 seconds on this engine.
Hey,
20 seconds. What's up?
my game's all frozen and shit, so it might crash.
No problem. I don't like how fragile this thing is, that's for certain.
You know that the walls or the basic structure of the lunar lander was made out of like micro thin layer of mylar.
Yeah, I know.
How'd you like to fly that?
Not at all. I thought it was the worst design ever. I can't imagine those guys lived too much longer because of the dose of radiation they got.
Well, first of all, the mylar was specifically designed because of the radiation. They were trying to keep it out. Second of all, Neil Armstrong lived to be like 80. Buzz Aldrin's still alive.
Yeah, I know. It's still ridiculous, though.
I mean,
One little speck of dust would have destroyed that entire thing.
Or, one wrong move, you could put your finger right through there,
Yeah.
Flag, a tinfoil hat. Please.
Okay. Waiting for orbital exit.
And, it's just like another testament. You had to have balls of steel to fly. Not only to, blast off from Earth or to orbit, but to then get into this fucking paper mache craft, land on the fucking moon, and then fly back. Ah.
Orbital exit complete. We have 4,783 liters of fuel on board the entire craft.
That sounds like a lot.
But it's not.
When you say 4,700, that's the kind of thing that you don't want to. It's like 1,800 of that is just my ship.
Yeah, and mine has a significant number too. There's only like 1,800 liters. No, take that back. 1473 in the main propulsion tank.
Hey, are you able to, or are you warping right now?
I'm warping right now.
Stop warping. I need to hop in.
Okay.
Maybe it's a sludge. I still can't select it.
You synced while you were in the tracking station?
Yes.
Get out of the tracking station, come back in.
So, since, there are probably people still watching this, what do you weigh the odds at that we'll have enough fuel to make it there?
5%.
5%. Well, to be honest with you, I hate the sound of those odds.
Oh, I know. Well, I shouldn't say 5% chance of making it there. 5% chance of stopping once we get there.
Ah. Because, Bad Doctor doesn't have enough fuel to get there from here.
No, I think
Stopping, maybe.
it can get there.
Well,
But
got got one good thing. All right, you can go ahead and work. I've got Justice here on his pedestal, completely unharmed. He's watching over us. Oh shit! Got to describe that to the people who are watching.
Yes, you do.
So Justice is a little statue of an eagle I have that had his base broken off. So now I just balance him up there. Because Justice is always slightly unbalanced. It only stays up by you constantly weighing it. Not Justice the thing, but Justice the eagle. Obviously, you can't balance Justice anyway. So, he's kind of like our good luck charm for missions. Works for me so far.
Missions of all types. Actually, if you watch any of our DayZ stuff.
Well, you'll probably not hear anything about Justice in there because I've never done a recording with you guys doing DayZ. It's always been you and Wrath.
No, actually, it was early DayZ. When we were still playing. Yeah, we did.
Oh, that's unfold.
We're talking DayZ when we were actually fighting a guy by the name of Justice. Remember?
Oh yeah. That's fine. Yeah, we still don't see you anymore. He was the guy who parked right across from our base and didn't know it.
Yep. Precisely.
Yeah. And I already forgot that on the new server we got on, we made an enemy quickly.
Oh yeah, very quickly.
That guy. God. I did shoot him in the back with a Barrett though. So.
Yeah. Oh, at one point, someone had tried to jump into our truck. Do you remember that? A guy jumped into our truck at Sterry, the trading post.
Yeah, that happened before I joined.
Yeah, I literally screamed at him.
What do you mean? Would you get on side chat?
Yeah, no, I was on direct chat, and only the people in the vicinity could hear, and I was just reading him the riot act.
That's crazy.
It was fun.
Did you take it?
Oh, he instantly apologized and all this. I thought it was pretty hilarious. I'm readjusting our course. Our maneuver, I should say. Trying to find better.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, damn it.
And I did the sync, and now it's back on that.
There we go. That's a little bit better of a maneuver. Cuts a couple 100 meters a second that I have to change off of that. And I still have the encounter. Alright. Kind of fearful that we're going to have to siphon fuel out of the landers.
You're scared. Take a drop of fuel out of me.
Warping. What about a drop of fuel?
Take a drop of fuel out of my lander. Not make it.
Well, don't worry. Like I said, there's fuel waiting for us there. Just it's going to extend our mission even farther for the return trip by trying to get another fuel source to us. But I'm probably going to if it happens this way, it means we're going to have to redesign the return vessel anyway. Because obviously the interdrive is not capable of doing what I want it to. And we are rather close to some of those asteroids.
Wish I knew.
There's like asteroids circling with us right now. Okay, we're under a year.
Play with my DMP thing. Takes up doing the after image. You know, kind of funny because you work so hard to get your GUI so that it had no glitches. Yet, you can tell that the problem I'm having now is a glitch from DMP.
Oh yeah, well it's much more intensive programming. The GUI is, that is.
All right, I've sent you a screenshot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's everywhere. Send the film my screen.
Did you try and sync with me? Is that the problem?
Yeah, that's what's happening.
I'm warping. You can't sync while warping.
Well, it usually doesn't give you the option. Well, no, I tried to sync with you long before you were warping.
I see.
Like you said readjusting the maneuver, and I said, okay, I'll sync with you while sit here and wait. It's kind of funny. This usually. You watched my entire moon landing. In fairness, you did change the vessel.
Yeah, didn't exactly mean to do that.
But that was the worst thing that happened. It didn't boot you out.
Right.
Back your screen. And if I remember correctly, I recovered.
Yeah.
Like I was able to jump back in the Space Center, and it reverted me to the point where I was still able to.
Under an hour. 35 minutes. Moment of truth.
I wish I were there.
I just know I'm gonna have to siphon fuel. There's just no doubt in my mind.
Hey, empty your tank before you take anything. Alright, so here's the deal. On my ship, I have 3 of the Rocco Max R100s or whatever.
Okay.
So, see what you can do about just taking one of those. One of those has the same amount of fuel as a T-800.
Well, at this rate, if the interdrive runs out of fuel, we're almost better off using one of the landers to drive us around.
Oh.
Because it'll reduce the weight of the overall vehicle, which will allow us to change our speed much more quickly. Okay. 8 minutes.
I really don't understand the situation we're in now.
The weight of the vehicle is so impressive that it requires a gratuitous amount of thrust to get it to move anywhere.
Oh, hey, you know what? I can just watch the mission from here.
From the tracking center?
From the tracking center. Without having to,
Yeah, if you want to see just the map.
yeah, which is fine. I wasn't looking at it. So anyway, basically what I mean by I don't know what the situation is I don't know where we're going to end up like.
Okay.
How close are we going to make it to Duna before you recommend jettisoning?
It'll be during this maneuver is my best guess. And I'm committing the maneuver now.
So we're pretty much at 100%. We're going to have to slow ourselves down when we get to Duna.
Good chances. Actually, just, yeah, 100%. Not just good chances, just 100%. Just fucking, it's happening.
Which means we're definitely going to have to send a save mission.
Yep.
Give me enough time to build or get the Enterprise into orbit. Send it. I'll save us.
Go for it.
No, hell no.
Anything you can send, anything you can attempt to send to Duna is...
No, okay, here's the thing. You have interdrive and an interdrive driver. I don't have an enterpriser driver. If I did, I'd name it Luke Picard because he drives the enterprise.
Of course you would.
Captain Kirk.
Yeah. We're not slowing down fast enough. We're under 800 liters now, and we still have to slow down by a full minute and 6 seconds.
Jesus.
Or actually speed up,
Oh.
technically.
Oh, so we're gonna have to do that now.
Yeah, I'm speeding up now to
You know
be.
I mean, like we're gonna have to. I thought the interdrive would have enough to at least get us on this course.
So did I.
Because, by the way, you are flying this mission. I'm still in the tracking center, so if the decision comes down to jettison, it's all you.
I know.
Use the engines on my bad doctor, but they're fuel guzzling bastards. So don't go full bore.
Actually, mine might be a better option.
I
Maybe.
think so, but you might find it quite clogged by my ship. Oh no! I forgot you put yours on the side.
Yep. Mine are highly.
Your ass in.
Yep. Mine are highly efficient.
Okay.
Okay.
Plus, like
I got us 50% of the way.
Right.
Yep. There it goes. It's empty. Undocking. See, that's the unfortunate thing about these missions, is that you just have to do them to find out what's going to happen, unless you spend literally weeks figuring out how it's going to work.
Very interesting. Whole situation.
Okay, separating us out. Alright, let me see if our...
Hey, wait a minute. I've got
What's
an
up?
idea.
What's up?
Hold on. It might be a stupid. I was going to say, it's set up staged interdrives to get us there. One around Kerbin, one in just a solar orbit, and then one around Duna filter. But the energy it might take to dock with one in solar orbit might defeat the purpose.
Yeah, it's going to take you years to rendezvous.
Which, I mean, time isn't really a factor. Kind of is.
Okay, do you have any macros set up for your engine?
Not to activate my engines, unfortunately.
Parachutes, anything. I want to make sure.
No, not my parachutes. My macros are 1 and 2. 1 deploys my ladders, 2 activates my docking.
Okay, well, let's see if it still functions then. Good. I might have just accidentally deployed your ladders, but no harm, no foul.
Well,
Which one's empty?
What do you mean?
There's an empty engine
On
somewhere.
mine?
On mine, I think.
Oh. No,
Nope. It's on the interdrive.
Oh, thank God. I was like, I inspected that like a fucking dog at a dog show.
Nope, it's still registering the interdrive. So, okay, we're good. Engines fire.
Working?
Fuel's very conservative. Okay, going full throttle.
You think your ship will have enough to slow both of us down, or am I still going to have to slow myself down?
Not a clue.
Question is, not only do you have enough to slow us down, but do you have enough to rendezvous with the interdrive?
Well, that orbit isn't that bad.
And also, keep in mind, you can just take pilot of the interdrive too, and rendezvous with yourself.
That would be good if it had much monoprop, or if I wasn't worried about fuel consumption.
Oh, sure. But really, this pretty much we've landed on this. We're only using the fuel in the interdrive tube to land on the surface because it doesn't have enough to get us back to Kerbin. That much for sure.
Yep. Precisely.
The question is, how do we get back? We're pretty much gonna have to do it the same way we're doing it now, but first.
Oh crap. We might be screwed.
Oh god.
I might be towing you, and you might be stopping yourself. My mission might be scrapped.
What? What happened?
My fuel consumption is outrageous now.
Okay, you can still take some of my fuel because we're still docked.
It's not. You're not going to be able to slow down if I take your fuel.
Now, my engines are really efficient. The only reason they guzzle is because there's 5 of them. It doesn't take much to slow down because they're so powerful. But let's just try it. We're in this together, so.
No, I'm telling you, it's not going to happen.
Well, what do we have to lose?
All the time we spent.
Well, there's not like I'm not going to be able to make it back. Am I? Like,
Well,
you
I can
sacrificed-
focus. I can focus on getting you back.
All right, well,
Because you know the
You can
process
do.
of getting yourself into orbit. I've almost got it. Come on. Make fucking contact. Damn it. 87 meters per second short.
oh damn. Well, fire up the bad doctor. Then you'll get there in like a quarter second.
Okay, those are my boosters. There. Stage 1. I'm rearranging your stages.
Why? She never stages left open parachutes. Plus the docking process fucked them up.
Well, the whole docking process screwed up what's what. There we go.
Engines deploy. Yeah, engines deploy to parachutes. That's it.
Nope. It didn't deploy the engines.
They're not
I've got to
activated.
I've got to manually activate the engines.
Yeah. No. Wait. Did you try to press a macro to activate my engines?
Nope. I tried to stage to activate the engines. They didn't go. Okay. All engines throttled. Or all engines up. You sure you fueled these things?
I'm thoroughly sure.
Okay. Adjusting flight course. See, I have the potential for slowing myself down in orbit. Because I've got those gigantic boosters.
Oh, yeah? The problem is they're uncontrollable.
Yes, but I may be able to use them to slow down the overall craft. Slow
Just
us
enough to get us into work.
to slow us both down. I'm just hoping it doesn't burn a hole in your ship.
No, the game isn't set up to do that yet.
Well, it is set up to blow up things.
So, okay, here's the thing. Use your booster engines to slow us down, but we'll use my liquid engines to get us at a rendezvous with the interdrive. Hopefully. If we can get an encounter. Yeah, man.
That means my boosters will be empty, which is what my landing gear are attached to.
And plus, that's pretty much your only hope of exiting the surface, isn't it?
Yep.
So, if you do it that way, this is still a suicide mission.
Yeah,
But
like
hey,
like I said, I'm
you
just
can
trying to
you can
make
at
this
least land.
I'm trying to make this some sort of a success.
You can land and transport it somehow. Especially if it's worth like 500 science. Half of that's still really good. I can't see the screen. Do we have that rendezvous yet?
Negative.
Yeah. How are we doing on fuel?
750.
Yeesh.
Yeah, your tanks, your engines guzzle like crazy.
I'm surprised it's taking this long to get it though. This thing. They're so effective as well. They slow you down quickly.
Yeah, but you're talking interplanetary speeds, which is tens of thousands of meters a second.
Oh, I thought you said 85.
What?
I thought you said you were off by the encounter by 85 meters a second.
Yeah, that's what it told me. But it wasn't the encounter, it was the original maneuver that gave us the encounter, which was then off.
Due to all the shifting.
Yep. 500.
Ooh, I wouldn't count on that working. Wait, 500 liters or 500 meters a second?
500 liters.
What's the meter?
440.
I'm confused again.
400. I'm listing off the liters. Come on, give me the encounter.
Is that it?
Negative. There, encounter. Got it, got it, got it.
Yeah, yes, awesome.
367 liters.
Okay, that'll be enough to get us in a rendezvous with the.
We've got to
Ether
slow
guys.
down.
Use your boosters.
I don't even know if I can get the boosters to fire.
Okay, well, here's the thing. If you don't use those boosters, there's no way we're slowing down.
I get that.
And we could slow down potentially with my engines, but once we use all that liquid fuel, there's no docking with the engine.
Yeah, I got that. Oh, shit.
It's booster rockets or bust.
Yeah. Well, we're both together here. Chantel just came in and started watching. Yep. Recording of a failure. I'm already resigned to the fact that this is a partial failure.
Alright, so let's consider this. Attempt this again if this fails.
Which it will. There's,
But,
like I said, to a degree, it's going to fail.
that's true. But I think next time, if you do it separately, then you take your interdrive and just your ship, you might be able to make it without me.
Well, it needs a more efficient engine than what I've got. There we go. There we go. Okay. Contact. All right. I've got 1 hour to get this maneuver just as perfect as possible. And we're talking... Oh my god, there's no way.
What's happening?
I'm making the adjustment to try and slow us down to figure out how slow we need to go. I need to change our speed by 3,000 meters a second.
Oh, yeah, there's no fucking way. God damn it.
So,
Well, try it. I've never seen booster rockets in action in orbit. They might be.
well, I'm gonna give it a shot. I mean, it's not worth just giving up for the hell of it.
But let's resign ourselves to no fucking way is this.
Yeah.
Hey, let's hope for a miracle.
So this will be a let's play of this is how you don't fucking do it.
Yeah. Sure to entitle the video that.
Okay. Lined up with the maneuver. Oh man. All right, I'm going to try. I'm going to attempt to conserve the fuel.
The liquid fuel?
The liquid fuel. But if it comes down to it, I'm going to burn it.
We can get us into an orbit burning.
It's saying with your liquid engines, if we could burn for 3 minutes and 15 seconds,
Good.
we could make it into the orbit.
Those engines have 400 liters of fuel. They wouldn't burn for 3 minutes if they were completely full and had double the fuel.
Well, yeah, I'm well aware of that.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know what it's telling me. Okay.
But it's not taking into account the booster rockets.
T minus
So,
50 seconds. Firing the boosters. Oh! Oh! It's trying to separate.
oh no.
Oh my god, that's the most awesome thing ever. It's like lighting you on fire. Oh god. Oh god. Let me light your engines too, just for the hell of it. Oh, actually it's righting us. Kind of.
You're not warping, are you?
No, no, I'm at normal. Oh god, I gotta take a picture of this. There you go.
Yep, yep, you're just setting me right on fire, aren't you?
Yep.
Oh, you're firing both at the same time.
I had to in order to right you to some extent.
Ah.
It changed it. It didn't change us significant enough. There's no way. That's it. We're thoroughly out of control.
Oh, as in like the ship's spinning?
The ship is spinning beyond. Let me turn on the RCS. I'm betting I can get it to right itself. There we go. I got it back under control. Yeah, the ships are. There's nothing going on. I'm gonna separate us, and I'll see what we can get for science for sending stuff back.
Ah. Okay, well let me know when you separate us and I'll get back into my ship.
Well, I've got to actually separate us significantly.
You better do it quick, because we're about to lose that encounter. Doing it. I've already done stuff on the solar world.
Oh, I'm out of RCS. Are you? No, you've got RCS. Okay. RCS on.
You're flying my ship?
I'm flying your ship right now. Technically, I'm flying both because it locks both ships. I just got to get us out of range of each other, which is, I think,
1,000 meters.
1,000 meters, I think is what it is.
We weren't able to actually confirm.
Well, there's some. I can see Duna from here.
Still says I'm on an escape trajectory out of 2 minutes.
Yeah, we're good for the next hour and 11 minutes. Okay, so I am leaving your ship.
Okay.
Back at the Space Center.
Able to fly.
Well, of course you are, but it's a matter of am I able to pick up mine? Bad Doctor. It's got to be Tan Grisnir is the one. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Science, bitches.
Piloting the Tan Grisnir. So it did rename mine.
Jesus.
I got it.
2 science.
That's it?
2 science. For the Science Junior. Let's try Goomba.
Tell me I have...
2 science for the Goomba. Well, none of my other instruments work. There will be a crew report.
147.7 if I returned.
Yeah, it's quite a bit. And that's just from orbit. Okay,
I-
35 science for a crew report.
I have no way of transmitting.
Oh no, you didn't put a fucking...
I knew I was forgetting something.
No. First thing I put on every time. I learned this. But crew report was worth 35, which really isn't a lot at this stage, but... And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do an EVA. I've never done a space one.
I don't think I could slow myself down fast enough to get onto Duna with an EVA. Alright, well, here's where I'm going to cut the video, guys. So, as you can tell, this is not the way to to get to Duna. But there's got to be a way of getting both of us to Duna. But it's obviously not this one. Maybe a bit more proactive design with the booster engines and a lot more fuel. And then maybe, just maybe. So, as always, make sure to like and subscribe. Oh, wait, why am I transmitting? I'm suddenly confused why I was able to transmit. Very confused.
Quite
It
effective.
says no comms. Weird. It said transmit, and that I was transmitting data. Weird. Anyway, so like I said, be sure to like and subscribe. And this has been your host, Sloth.
And Greed too.
And we will catch you guys later.